Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Glenn with GC Extreme, GCX Restorations, and Sea-Doo XP Riders. It's that time of the year here in Minnesota where I basically put everything away for the cold, hard, long winters. I know, very sad. But I want to give you guys a rundown on all my projects that are lined up. The mess I got to go get through and organized. And just all the stuff I've been doing. So, but yeah, it's hectic this time of the year. Very sad. The lakes are starting to freeze. Today is November 16th, I believe. It's Sunday. And I've spent most of the day out here in the garage trying to get this cleaned and organized. My wife's 2024 Bronco Sport sits right here. And I want to make room for my 2017 Expedition on that side. Most of the summer, I use that side for working, maybe bringing ski in or whatnot when my wife will let me, so she'll have to park outside. But in the winters, I try to fit both our vehicles in here. And it's a very tight fit. And I try to keep everything organized during that time, or at least away and out of the area. So I put the lawnmower away. It's stored in the trailer, in my 6x10 trailer. And I've got the snowblower in here. I got to change the oil on that and get that thing started. I did have it started, so I know it runs. I just got to probably change the oil and put fresh gas in it, of course. And just go through it so it's good to go for the winter. But I've been in here organizing stuff, putting stuff in different totes, and just finding homes for things. I still have my workbench to go through and a table of stuff to go through. But I'll walk you guys around my garage here and my lean-to shed, which I've been working on as well. And then we'll go to my storage unit. Well, I got two storage units, and you'll see where most of the skis are. My personal skis and some of the ones that I'm selling. I do have one or two skis at my friend Josh's in his pole barn, and I've got a few that are covered up that'll stay outside here. But today we're going to go through all that in a quick video, probably 15-20 minutes. So I'll give you guys a walk around. But yeah, my motorcycle also sits here in the summer. So I got some motorcycle stuff as well. But I'll give you a walk around and see what it looks like now. And then hopefully in a few weeks, you'll see what it looks like then and how much more organized it's going to be. So let's walk around. So on this side, I have a cabinet for some basic spray paints, carb cleaners, and other acetone cleaners, etc. On this wall, I have my grinders, extension cord, grinder accessories and pads and stuff, discs. Here I have my my 12-ton shop press for doing bearings and stuff in the jet pumps. Down there, I got all my hitch receivers, different dropses, and my grease gun. I got to find a different spot for that. But got my ladder hung there. And then here I have just a little area for snow scrapers and my fire extinguisher. And a pile of batteries. Up top here, we've got my wheel chocks for doing my oil change, as well as my ramps there for doing my oil change. My oil pan is in the lean-to right now. But been organizing all these bins here. I've got stickers, random stickers, spark plugs, 717 gasket, 787 gasket, 951 gasket, raves, and random new fittings and boots. There's my daughter's motorcycle helmet, my and my wife's helmets. That box has some HydroTurf in it. Here we have some totes. This is mostly buffing and polishing stuff. Sandpaper stuff and whatnot. Here we have a 787 pipe. I got to get welded up. This come off a 96 GTX. I'll show you that later. It is in storage. I got some empty totes there. Here we have a vinyl rack, not used for vinyl right now, from my vinyl business. Just random stuff kind of piled on it. I got to get through. We got boxes and some packing stuff for shipping stuff up there. Some old monitors. Here we have some 140 pump kits. I've got my carbon seal kits here. my carrier bearing stuff here, more pump kits and alignment stuff here, oils. This is basically my fittings or my hose clamps and my shutoff valves, random shop stuff. Actually, there's a air fryer in there and some towels, some more shop towels. And I've got plenty of soap, Irish Spring soap. I used to work for a manufacturer that does packaging stuff, and we package soap. And we got a ton of soap for taking home. So here I keep a lot of my oil lines and other hoses, more buffing and waxing, polishing stuff, more soap, of course. Chargers and batteries normally sit along this area. The batteries are inside right now for the winter. Another little workbench I got to get organized. Over here on this huge mess is normally where I rebuild carbs and jet pumps. I've got to get all this organized because I got more carbs and jet pumps to rebuild. So all this is going to get reorganized. I've been putting stuff on pegs and shelves and stuff like this. Up here, that big tote is empty. Yeah, just some random pumps and nozzles. More parts and stuff there. Toolbox here. There's my ultrasonic digital cleaner. I got tons of carbs and stuff here to go through. But yeah, lots of stuff. We'll get to those engines in a second. More random parts, fittings, sandpaper, and gel coat repair. Just lots of random parts. Body parts, panels, seat straps, latches, some gauges, some trim stuff like that. Another toolbox with this was when I worked for another company, and I needed a different toolbox, a smaller toolbox for random stuff. So right now it's got some tools and stuff, and I gotta get that organized. And this is mostly my electrical toolbox where I kept some of my electrical supplies. You can see I got trailer wiring kits up here, my pump alignment kit, some clamps, and then some air tools up there, my air spool. And this is kind of like, I got pumps here that are rebuilt and ready to go. You'll see the skis are there for in the storage unit. And then starters and other random parts that I've got to get sorted out. My air compressor, some other pumps and manifolds I got to work on. So again, snow shovels. In this blue tote here, we have a rebuilt 717 from Peter at Fox Valley Power Sports. I'll be doing an opening video on that soon. That's going to go into the GTI that's sitting outside. Here is a 787 from a 96 XP I picked up from a friend. It wasn't winterized properly, and for those of you that say that, oh, it's gravity fed, I'll do another video on that and show how that gravity fed is a bunch of bull crap. It's always good to flush and run RV marine antifreeze through it to prevent them from freezing and pushing out gaskets and cracking your water jackets. Here we have a 717. This is a single carb one I got. This is going to probably go into I think it's a 96 or 97 GSI that's sitting outside. I picked up this engine. Supposedly it's good. It runs. Picked it up for a hell of a deal, $100. This single carb 717 here came out of a 03 GTI that I'm going to be redoing for my friend Evan. That ski is at his house on the trailer covered up. I do have another 03 GTI outside that runs. I'll show you got that too when we go outside. So yeah, we got a mess in here. Lots of tools and stuff to more parts and stuff in those. So yeah, it is a mess. So, and there is my lovely wife. So now we'll go outside and we'll see the mess outside. I'm going to grab my tripod. Okay, so I got the lawnmower. That's an old lawnmower I got to fix up, Code Cub Cadet. And you'll see some single trailers, my double trailer. Here is that 96 GTI that I told you that's that rebuilt engine is going to go into. Started removing the decals off of it. And then there's the 96, 97 GS. It needs a little work. We've got some gel coat fiberglass repair right there to fix. Otherwise, it's in good condition. Now over along here, the roadside, we've got a lineup of skis. Most of these this one is up for sale. This is the one that I took that 787 engine out of. Good hull, basically, with paperwork. $100 trying to get rid of it. Another decent one here. I'm gonna keep this one maybe for my wife's son. He'll be moving in with us next year. So that'd be a good project for him and me to do for him. Then I have two 95 XP717s that are going to eventually get redone, and another 96 GTI. So yep, lots of skis, lots of projects. But like I said, these are down the road. Now over here, yep, there's the trailer. I told you my lawnmower's in that one. Now over here is that 03 GTI. Got it covered up. I'm going to throw another tarp over it for the winter. I got to go through the carb on this one and maybe go through the pump, but it does start and run. Was told by the previous owner it just bogged, so I'm guessing a carb issue. So got a new cover for it, so it's all nice. Now we'll go in here to the lean-to. I already took my lock off of it, so. Okay, so I'll give you a little walk through in here in the lean-to. Recently built this whole workstation here. Adding bins here for, these are all going to be trailer bolts, common use trailer bolts, and lags for doing trailer bunks. Kind of my woodworking area. And here we're going to have, once I get some more bolts or bins, we're going to have a lot of assortment of our metric bolts commonly used for our skis. I got sheet metal screws and wood screws up there and organized in bins. Pressure washer, gas tanks. Here is a 96 or 97 GTX. I got this engine needs a new top end. So yeah, we got bicycles. We got our weed eaters over there. So I recently built this whole wood shelf here and the one back here for all these bins back here. So we got a mess. More jet ski parts galore. And then here's mostly kind of my oil changing stuff. Yep. And we got bunks, wood for bunks up here. So lawnmower, push lawnmowers back there. So parts and tons of parts and stuff in all those bins back there. So yep, this LED light quit on me. I'm gonna get another new one there and up here. So I have some lights in here, but this is gonna be where I redo my carpets and stuff for my bunks. Kind of woodworking stuff, and then all my bolts and hardware that's gonna be kind of organized. So pump transfers for siphoning out gas tanks and stuff like that. So yep, very fun. I'll get this thing closed up. So as you can see, I got Sea-Doos all over here right now, and I still have a lot that are already put away. So in the summer, this place is packed with skis. It's ridiculous. So lots of projects. So yeah, lots of projects. So now we're gonna get in the vehicle. I gotta go pick up my daughter from a friend's house, and then I'll go to the storage units and give you guys a walk through there. So, yep. Okay, so we're going to go to the storage unit. I'm not going to record the whole way there, but here at my neighbor's house across the road, I mow their yard for them. And the shuttlecraft, they let me park the shuttlecraft in their yard. So as you can see, it's all wrapped up for winter. So I'll work on that come spring. We'll go down the alley and we will head to the storage unit. Okay, so here we are at the one unit. This is my smaller unit. Let's open this up. Okay. There we go. So we'll start off. Here is the 96 GTX that one exhaust pipe is from that we gotta get welded up. I picked this sucker up. Okay, so sorry, I'm having some phone problems, but I picked this 96 GTX up with this trailer. It didn't have the jack. I had to add the jack to it, of course. But I picked this up from a guy out in Henning, Minnesota. And I picked this up for a hell of a deal for $500 for a whole package deal. So he couldn't get it to run right, bogged down. So I'm guessing carb issues. He probably used a cheap Chinese carb kit on it. But yeah, it needs a new hood, a scoop, obviously. It's in pretty decent shape. Got a nice seat on it and everything. But yeah, I got racks here with random stuff for my business and more boxes up there. But yeah, so this smaller unit, I normally keep my lawnmower in here. But now the lawnmower is in the trailer and the ski is in here for now. So yeah, it's in pretty good shape, as you can see. But yeah, I'm not sure how well the lighting is going to work in here, but we'll take these seats off. As you can see, I got the exhaust pipe off. That's what you saw in the garage. I got to rechange all these oil lines and stuff, all that. But yep, so fun. It did start and run before I dismantled it and took the carbs and the exhaust off. So, and I got it winterized properly. So I got to get all this organized, go through and get rid of a lot of stuff I don't need anymore. So yeah, there's my welder. I can pull that out when I need it. And hopefully I can find a room for that in the garage, but yep. So some motorcycle parts and whatnot. So now we'll go over to the big storage unit and show you the rest of the skis. I'll get this thing shut up. Okay, so go in here, turn on the lights, and you can see this big storage unit. This is like a 16 by 24 unit, I think, or 28 unit. So here we have the green 96 SPX I picked up for 200 bucks and the yellow 96 GTI for 500 bucks that the most recent videos on. So we got our exhaust pipes. We got those welded. I believe it was, yep, that one right there. We got both of these welded up. We got new oil lines in there. As you can see, new oil lines, new filter, new oil injection line. So got to rebuild the carbs, get the exhaust and stuff back in, and rebuild the pumps. So both of these are at that same situation. So here's the exhaust pipe for that, and got the same oil lines and stuff done for that one. So I got shelves up there with parts and body parts, seats and hoods. Back in the back there are, on the double racks, are the 299 SPXs. I've got my Raptor wheeler there I got to get going. And then there's my 01 GTX. That one is ultimately going to go into the shuttlecraft. So yeah. And then here are my four main runners. We got the 2004 XP DI, my 96 XP Punisher, my 95 XP 800 with the 951 swap, and then my wife's GTI right there covered up. So I got to get a cover and throw on that one as well. I think it's right here, but yep. So we got another cart back there full of parts. So yeah, this place is full. And then here are the ones you guys haven't seen in a while. this 95 XP800 and that 95 XP800. I'll take off the cover off this one, but they both look pretty much the same inside. These are the ones I epoxied up a few years ago and I've slowly been working on. It looks blue, but it's purple. Look at that, all nice and painted. Oil lines. I got my pump spacer right here. That's all painted up too. So yeah, I still got to do rebuild the carbs for this, get a starter in it. Yeah, and finish it up, and then we get cosmetic work. So haven't touched these in a while. Just been busy with other projects, but these two skis, and then I got to get the black paint off of both of these hoods. I hate when people do a crap job painting, but we're going to get that all off. And then more parts. You can see I got some of the those seats down there and there. That's for the shuttlecraft. So, and then the helmets I wear, either riding jet ski at the sortie or riding the four-wheeler. So, yeah, there's the other shuttlecraft big seat. There's the two pumps and one of the ride shoe plates for these. So, yep, lots of projects. And I built the shelves back there. Eventually, that other storage unit, all that stuff is going to go up there, so I can eventually get rid of that storage unit and downsize. Get everything from there over here. So, and there's a lot of my camping gear right there for the sortie. And in the back right there, you can see my PVC stands that I take to the sortie. So, yep. Then I got another toolbox here with some more tools, random tools. And another little workbench and kind of a little work area for when I come out here and work on stuff. So yeah, security camera there. So, and then let's see, buried over here. Well, there's our generator for the sortie. There is our 951 engine right there. That's going to go in the GTX back there. So that's going to get sent to Peter very soon. To go on that GTX for the shuttlecraft. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So yeah, and then I got a little air compressor here for doing tires or whatnot. So yeah, this storage unit is pretty full. Yeah, I might be able to fit that other GTX in here if I squeeze this, but if I do decide to come out here and work a little, like that way I can move around and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of hard to get back in there. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 skis, 8, 9, 10, 11 skis right here. And then the 12th one in the other storage unit. That's 12 skis. Now, of course, the only skis I plan on keeping are these two. So that's 2. These 4. So that's 6. The 2 SPXs, that's 8. And the GTX that's going in the shuttlecraft. So we'll have I'll have 9 personal skis. But the 2 SPXs, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I just I want to do one yellow or black and red. We do the yellow red with red gel coat. So have a black and red X4 to match the 04. So, but yeah, it's crammed in here. So I got 3 projects I want to get done so that this SPX, this GTI, and that other GTX will be up for sale come spring. So along with, I do have another one of these SPXs up for sale. It's in my shed at my parents'. So that one's all ready to go. So basically I'll have that SPX, this SPX, that's 2, that GTI, that's 3, the other 03 GTI, that's 4, and then another 96 GTI with a rebuilt engine. That'd be 5 skis for sale come spring. So that's my plan. So, yeah. Okay, got daughter waiting for me in the vehicle. So we're going to head on home and I will finish this video up there. So it's a few days later. I'm back here in the garage, organizing more stuff. Got my bench a lot cleaner. Added some little small bins here for random parts, O-rings, brass fittings, other plastic fittings and stuff. I'm currently working on a set of 96 GTI carbs for a friend. I got to rebuild these. So I got them all dismantled right here in these two separate totes. And I'll be throwing them in the parts ultrasonic cleaner soon and rebuilding them with this rebuild kit from OSD Marine. But we got this pretty much organized. I got to tackle my other toolbox workbench there and go through a bunch of bins and stuff on this other workbench. But my main goal was to get both vehicles into the garage for the winter, and I'll show you that. So I got my wife's Bronco right there and my Expedition. It's a very, very tight spot, tight squeeze. As you can see, but it fits. I've got to go through a tote back here that's got pumps and manifolds. I'm going to clean that out and get those rebuilt. So I'll have a little more room to back this snow blower up in there so she can get into her doors here. And then working on organizing more of this, going through this, as well as this. And I got more totes to organize some stuff as well, as you can see. But yeah, it's getting a lot better organized. At least I have some workspace here to work on. I got ratchet straps here I got to go through. I got miscellaneous bolts and all this stuff to sort out. Just tons of bolts. Tons of bolts, head bolts, exhaust bolts, and random bolts. Eventually those will all get cleaned out and get sorted, and I'll probably run a lot of those through my ultrasonic cleaner. But yeah, I want to have some more spots up here, so organize all this a little better, kind of have my tape, adhesives and stuff, and my sealants in one area, and then maybe some spots for some most common used tools when I'm rebuilding my carbs, my JIS screwdrivers, which I currently keep in here. Random carb parts stuff here, but all these JIS screwdrivers and smaller screwdrivers, want to have them kind of on a spot here somewhere. But yeah, it's getting a lot cleaner. So we'll finish getting this organized, get some stuff mounted up here for tools and batteries, and just try to get stuff off the workbench, off the workbenches. But yeah, this is pretty nice. As you can see, I got different O-rings and stuff in here, boots, gas pressure relief valves, lots of fittings, brass fittings. There's my cone and pump O-rings, plugs, drive shaft boots, O-rings for the carrier bearing and drive shaft stuff. I got gas floats. I got VTS buttons here. So yeah, just lots of random stuff. So eventually I want to get labels, put on all of them what they are, maybe the part numbers. So, but yeah, both vehicles are in here. So just a little more tidying up to do. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this walkthrough, end of the year breakdown on all my projects that I have lined up, all the skis I have scattered everywhere, all my parts. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff. I think I have 25, 26 ski hulls, and just tons of parts, totes full of parts. But yeah, I'll slowly be working on some of these over the winter, rebuilding carbs over the winter, rebuilding some jet pumps. And then come spring, we'll start on the shuttlecraft project and many others. But then over winter, I will also be working on the 3D printing stuff. So stay tuned for more videos of that. Hit me up with some ideas of some stuff you want printed, some Sea-Doo related parts or models or stuff. We'll see what we can get done. So yeah, I got to tackle organizing my downstairs basement 3D printing area and getting that organized as well. So once I get this done, I'll be heading downstairs to get that started. So stay tuned for more 3D printing videos. So again, guys, hit the like button. Please subscribe. Leave a comment. Leave me some suggestions on how I should get some better organized plans and stuff, shelves or brackets or organizing stuff. So I really appreciate it. So hope you guys had a good summer riding the skis and being out on the lake and wrenching. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks.